Bitcoin is the world's first cryptocurrency and the best known of the more than 19,000. Yes, I said 19,000 different cryptocurrencies are available in the world today. But Bitcoin being number one means the finance media eagerly covers each new dramatic high and stomach-churning decline. While the dramatic rise and fall of Bitcoin creates fascinating headlines, it is not the best choice for amateur investors or people looking for a stable investment. Before you start to invest in the tricky Bitcoin, it is important to know what exactly Bitcoin is, how it works, and finally, how you can get yourself some Bitcoin. I will show you all that in this video. Let's begin with what a Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is a form of digital currency that was founded during the 2009 financial crisis. The financial crisis was caused in September of 2008, when Lehman Brothers, the fourth largest investment bank in the United States at the time, filed for the largest bankruptcy in history. The collapse of this giant kicked off a global financial crisis. If you were old enough at that time, you can remember how terrible it was, no matter which part of the world you were in. So it was a few months after the Lehman Brothers Inc. fell that Bitcoin was born. A basic definition of Bitcoin is that it is bank-free internet money. It is the opposite of traditional money like the dollar, yen, euro, or hundreds or other currencies in the world that are controlled by central authorities like a country or trade region. Bitcoin's lack of a central control is its biggest advantage because it's a global currency. Get it? Well, let me give you an example. Say you want to sell your refrigerator to someone in South Africa. You can't sell it for South African rand because the United States uses the United States dollar. For the whole process to go through, there will be foreign exchange conversion that has to happen for trade to go through plus other fees. With Bitcoin, on the other hand, there will be no bank delays, no forex conversion, and no bank fees. The money will be sent to you instantly. The Bitcoin singular currency erases geographical lines, creating a global economy. You get it now? Fantastic. So what happens after you trade with Bitcoin, you might wonder? You are done. You go about your business. The transaction, though, will be recorded in what they call a blockchain. A blockchain is simply a public ledger where all Bitcoin transactions are recorded. Other Bitcoin users, called miners, will verify each transaction into the blockchain. The existence of a blockchain is to ensure that counterfeiting is prevented. This process is what sets Bitcoin apart from other centralized currencies. Some people have the misconception that Bitcoin is anonymous, though your personal information will not be listed in a blockchain. A transaction can be linked to you, as was the case of Ross Ulbricht, who was arrested for selling drugs and used Bitcoin for the transaction. But don't worry, as long as you don't deal in anything illegal, you are safe. The biggest downside of Bitcoin is that it is only worth what other people are willing to pay for it. Bitcoin, unlike traditional money, is not backed by a valuable commodity like gold. That's why it fluctuates a great deal. For example, in late 2009, one Bitcoin was worth 5 cents. Today, as I'm recording this, the Bitcoin is worth over $50,000. But now you are wondering, how does one get Bitcoin? Well, the simplest way is to simply buy Bitcoin. The two main ways to buy Bitcoin are through Bitcoin wallet apps and cryptocurrency centralized exchanges, CEXs, that accept fiat currency, which is simply a currency that is not backed by a precious metal such as gold or silver, like the United States dollar, British pound, Indian rupee, and euro. The second way you can get Bitcoin is to become a Bitcoin miner. When a miner verifies a specified number of transactions, they get paid with newly created or minted Bitcoin. This process is how Bitcoins stay secure and how they get added to circulation. It's kind of a similar process the United States Mint uses to add dollars to the circulation. There are currently 19.63 million Bitcoin in circulation as I'm recording this video. Over 330,000 increase from last year. Bitcoin is still currently on the rise, with more and more companies beginning to accept it as a means of payment. Companies like Microsoft, AT&T, Burger King, Subway, Overstock, AMC, and many others. Tell me what you think about Bitcoin down below. Do you think it will become a more normalized form of exchange in the next decade? Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. This has been Luna Sol for Techie and Money. I'll see you in the next video.